वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल उमर टेक। उम्मीद करता हूँ आप लोग खैरियत से होंगे। आज की इस वीडियो के अंदर हम बात करेंगे 5 बेस्ट वेज टू मेक मनी एज अ गेम डेवलपर। आप लोग एज अ गेम डेवलपर किस तरह से अर्निंग कर सकते हैं, ये हम देखेंगे आज की इस वीडियो के अंदर। वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं और बेल नोटिफिकेशन को जो है वो प्रेस करते हैं। तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज की इस वीडियो को। With the popularity of video games today, there are so many opportunities to make money in game development. So let's talk about 5 major ways to make money by making games. You can either choose to pursue a career in a big studio, in a small studio, or even follow your way as an independent game developer. For a niche, find a niche, learn what you need to learn, meet who you need to meet, and do whatever it takes to become successful in that specific area of game development. If you keep bouncing around between these different paths, it's going to be hard for you to become great at any one of them. 5 ways you can make money as a game developer. My biggest piece of advice to becoming a successful game developer is to pick just one of these career paths and focus all your energy and efforts on becoming as great as possibly you can. Let's get into it. Get a job at a game development studio. Now within here you have a couple of different options. You of course can go for a larger studio, smaller studio, or pretty much anything in between. For a larger studio, these are places like Bethesda, Radix, Rockstar Electronic Arts, and typically these teams who are creating games are going to be hundreds and hundreds of people big. To get a job at one of these companies, it's best to specialize in a very specific area of game development. I know someone who specializes in rigging, which is where you take the 3D model and you make a skeleton of the 3D model before you pass it on the animation department so they can animate the character. And because he specialized in this area and got so good at it over a short amount of time, he was able to get a job at a large game development company. Where to look for jobs? A platform we promote for software developers looking for job is TripleByte. Skip the line at top companies. They also feature job posting looking for game developer. How TripleByte works: sign up for your free TripleByte account, click on job search, choose C++ in the tech stack drop down menu, stretch plus F and search for game on the page. Getting and in another way to get in the door at one of these big game development companies is to just meet the right people. So make sure you are attending big game development industry events as well as little local meetups of different game developers. You never know, the person you might meet end up landing you a job somewhere. The thing with small studios at the other end of the spectrum, you can go to a smaller game development studio, and these smaller studios are often maybe 5 or 6 people or even about 10 to 15. And because the studios are much smaller, you want to have a broader and more well-rounded skill set. You will need to understand the whole pipeline of creating a game from beginning to end, and you really need to understand how all the different team interact, because you are going to be interacting with a bunch of different people doing a bunch of different things. Again, meetups are really important for just meeting the right people to get a job at a smaller game development studio. Now, if there are not very many game development studios in your area, it can be difficult to land a job at a company like that. Become a freelance game developer. A great option for some remote work is to start doing freelance and contract game development. So of course you can find work for these smaller jobs on websites like Upwork or Fiverr. However, it may be difficult to stand out if you don't have a lot of game development experience. One way you might be able to do is to reach out to some smaller game developer on YouTube or Twitter and just ask to see if you could do some unpaid game development work for them. sell tools and assets, become a teacher, be an independent game developer। तो ये 5 तरीके से कि आप लोग ऐसा गेम डेवलपर जिनसे अर्निंग कर सकते हैं। तो अगर आप लोग को आज की वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिए, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। उमर टेक को मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो के अंदर। अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, टेक केयर।